The boys in the hood are always hard. No, it's not. But nah, this is Boys in the Hood actor killed by Bloods, Dedrick Gobert's story. Um, to me, after a while, the movie got kinda whack. You know, I still show the respect for the movie just because my favorite producer was John Singleton. Like he produced some of the greatest stuff, especially Snowfall. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the last greatest things he made before he left this earth. So definitely rest in peace to John Singleton. But without further ado, we gonna get straight into this video.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about actor Dedrick Gobert and his crazy story. Dedrick was born on November 25th, 1971 in Shreveport, Louisiana. He later moved to LA and grew up and was raised by his mother Carolyn, who later described her son as a friendly person who liked to joke with people and make them laugh. When John Singleton started the casting process for his debut film, Boys in the Hood, it was a story that was based on his own life and the people he knew growing up. He intended to star mostly local people in order to keep a sense of realism. The movie depicted the lives of three young African American men growing up in South Central LA. The film starred Ice Cube as Doughboy, Morris Chestnut as Ricky, and Cuban Gooding Jr. as Trey. John Singleton would meet Derek, and the two would strike up a friendship. And when John Singleton had written the script for Boys in the Hood, he offered Derek a role as Dookie, who was a close friend and member of Doughboy's, Ice Cube's gang. Dedrick's portrayal of Dookie is best remembered for his iconic pacifier, which his character used throughout the whole movie. It is said Dedrick had actually sucked on pacifiers in real life in an effort to quit from smoking. John Singleton thought it was a good thing to use in the movie, so it was in the film. His role in Boys in the Hood was the start of his acting career. The film would prove to be both a financial and critical success, and was praised for its emotional acting and powerful writing. It was nominated for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay, making John Singleton the youngest person and the first African American to be nominated for Best Director. During the editing process for Boys in the Hood, John Singleton started writing Poetic Justice. This movie later starred
Come on, man. Like I said, y'all gotta give John Singleton his props, please, please. If you don't know about John Singleton, these are some of the movies he made. I definitely give him respect. He made a lot of great movies.
Jackson as Justice and Tupac as Lucky. The movie followed the story of them becoming acquaintances who didn't like each other, and after a long trip set up by their friends, they would build a relationship. Dedrick had another small role in this film, with John Singleton being known to put some of the same actors in his previous movies in his newer movies. Other Boys in the Hood actors were appearing in the film as well, like Lord Avery, who I did a previous episode about. Dedrick's small role was a friend of Tupac's, which both men would have a convo about Dedrick committing a crime and him driving away after talking to Tupac. With two acting roles under his belt, Dedrick would act in what would be his last role in John Singleton's film, Higher Learning. The movie follows the lives of a college student going through social and racial issues. Ice Cube will also appear in the film again, along with several other people from John's previous movies. Dedrick played the role of Fudge's homie, one of Ice Cube's friends, but he would never see the finished film, which was released in September of 1995, almost a year after his tragic death. Just 6 days before his 23rd birthday, Dedrick will be involved in an argument that will cost him his life. During the early morning hours of November 19th, 1994, Dedrick, along with his girlfriend Jenny, his friends Ignacio, Christine, Herman, and a group of others attended a legal street race in Mariloma. During a race that Ignacio participated in, another vehicle pulled in front of him, which caused him to brake to avoid a collision. He then got out of his car and began arguing with the other driver, who was described as a Latino man. The two men then started fighting, which led to Ignacio getting jumped by a group of Latinos, but this ended with the police showing up. A few blocks away, at a pizza parlor, the two groups were running into each other, which led to the Latino group pulling out a strap, but decided just to leave and not do anything. Dedrick and his group would then decide to leave, which they would then run into several Bloods, which was a group around 15 to 20 from a gang called ABC. They were sitting outside the pizza parlor. This situation would be bad. It was said that Dedrick was drunk and he ended up bumping heads with the Blood group, which he ended up wrapping Crip on him, which the Bloods didn't respond good to. The Blood members would start to jump Derek, which they said they did because he had a strap on him. This would lead to Jenny, Christine, and Ignacio trying to jump in to stop the fight. They will all get jumped as well. Then Christine next will say all she heard was multiple shots being fired, and the shooter was said to be Sonny from ABC. Sonny was said to stood over Derek and Ignacio after they got a bad beating and shot them. Jenny tried to stop the shooting, which led to her getting shot in the neck, which left Jenny paralyzed. Both Ignacio and Dedrick lost their lives. Dedrick took multiple shots to the head at the range of 2 feet away. After receiving several tips, Sonny was later arrested on December 12, 1994. Sonny's alibi was that he was with his girlfriend that night, but a lot of his gang snitched on him, saying he was the shooter, killing that alibi. Jenny later testified at trial, describing her account and the pain she goes through, saying how Sonny ruined her life and several others, and how she couldn't even feel anything below her chest. Sonny would be sentenced to death on May 27, 1999, putting him on death row. After 23 years, Governor Newsom signed the bill, which got many inmates off death row, including Sonny. Dedrick was only 22 years old before his life was cut short, which it could have been a promising career. RIP to him. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already,
Damn, definitely shout out to Warren Cali. The crazy thing about that is a lot of people in Boys and Hood and like just those movies in general. I heard they got killed of that and was actually into some real street stuff off camera. So definitely rest in peace to them and shout out to Ice Cube and a lot of people that played in that movie Boys in the Hood. Rest in peace to John Singleton. With that being said, love is love. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I'm saying this with every bit of power in me. I'm gonna catch you on the next video.